Hey guys, the letters with the stars underneath them spell you are Mr. Get. I cannot properly put into words how great I think this game is, but today I wanted to try and talk about not only the game itself and why it's my favorite game of all time, but what, in my opinion, makes this stand out from this. This game is weird. It's very different in tone and story compared to most if not all the other Mario games, even its own sequel. The game takes itself very seriously at times, which really helps it feel like an actual grand space adventure or whatever. The huge empty void of space is existentially terrifying as always, yet the game never feels empty. The galaxies are still full of greatly designed and interesting characters and environments, but it's the cozy little planets contrasting the huge area of nothingness that really give Mario Galaxy a very magical feeling. This is of course backed up by the beautiful orchestral soundtrack. Each song fits perfectly in every scenario, whether it be jumping between planets, swimming underwater, or rolling on a motion-controlled ball. Every piece is just so great. Just take a listen for yourself. Good Egg Galaxy, Space Junk Galaxy, Melty Molten Galaxy, Buoy Base Galaxy. So many good songs. I don't even need to play Gusty Garden Galaxy because if you played this game recently, it's probably still playing a repeat in your head. So call my love for this game nostalgia or whatever, but you can't argue that the soundtrack isn't like objectively great. But speaking of nostalgia.
Ooh!
Let us begin.
This is Rosalina's storybook. The song playing over is called the Luma theme. It's the first song we hear after creating a new save file, played during the intro, and in my opinion is one of the best songs in the game. It begins with the little girl, presumably Rosalina, and the Luma as the two search for the Luma's lost mother. It tells the tale of these two searching the galaxy, and the more the story progresses, the more we find out about Rosalina. But in Chapter 7, this happens. Let me remind you, this is a Mario game. This is a great example of how lore and non-story driven games should be presented. Not the main focus point, not all the time at least, but tucked away to the side, waiting until the player discovers it. But back to the story itself, it doesn't just end there. In the next few chapters, Rosalina learns to live among the Lumas. As Luma's theme plays again, she's able to grow past her mother's death, and that is what I believe this song represents. Being able to move on. because no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it might seem, things will work themselves out in the end, just as it does for Rosalina in the story, and how it will for Mario and Peach. This is what makes Galaxy stand out. All the other mainline Mario games are very, very simple. Underlying themes like Galaxies really show how much passion went into crafting this work of art, and that's why this is my favorite game of all time. While the storybook is neatly tucked to the side, we still need context as to why Mario is in space. For this, we have a very complicated and cryptic story about Bowser kidnaps Peach. So maybe not the most original story, but I think it's handled very well here. It just seems so much more epic than the other games. A simple story with a grand twist. This really works as it isn't too long and annoying, yet easy to understand. And because all the other lore is set to the side, and by that I mean just the storybook, the game has much more time to just be fun. Yet the story still escalates as the galaxies get more intense, right up to the end when Bowser accidentally causes a massive supernova and creates a black hole. Rosalina goes on about death and rebirth, and even though the Luma seem kind of dead now, the game gives us a final pat on the back to tell us it's fine. Rosalina couldn't be sad about her brother forever. People have to move on to beat that next level. All your work will pay off eventually, because after all, we all carry the essence of stars. Anyways, the rest of the music is, well, you know, Mario Galaxy. So whether I'm looking too deep into this or not, I think it's safe to say that this game is just great. The fun that's present in every Mario game plus the simple yet grand storytelling with beautiful music and setting really make this an amazing experience for me. I mean, even the graphics hold up today. Looking at the 3D All-Stars version, it looks amazing. And to all the people who made this game, thank you. I'm sure the feeling of seeing your name in the credits of something you worked on so hard must feel amazing. If only I was an actual caveman and was able to experience that one day, that would be pretty cool. And with that, stay ingenuitive, fellow humans. I will, maybe, see you later.
Hello, Mario.